Good evening. I'm DSultan, and I'm discussing the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Scholars believe that the ancient wonders were compiled late in the 2nd century, but the list that I'm going to present tonight was defined in the Middle Ages. The first is the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, which is in Al-Hilal, Iraq. It was built by Nebuchadnezzar II around 600 BC. Essentially, it was tiers held up by pillars where they planted trees and flora, making a pseudo-mountain. Now, the wonder is not so much the garden itself, but the intricate irrigation system that brought water from the Euphrates River to the Hanging Gardens. It was destroyed by an earthquake in the 1st century BC. The Temple of Amitris is in Silla, Turkey. It was built to honor the Greek goddess of hunting and nature in 550 BC. It's 377 feet long and 180 feet wide. It's 3 times the size of the Colosseum. It has 127 iconic pillars made of marble, each 60 feet high. It was used in a marketplace as well as a place of worship, so it has a lot of art and sculpture stored there. It was destroyed by arson in 336 BC. The Lighthouse of Alexandria is on Pharaoh's Island, Alexandria, Egypt. It's a landmark of the pharaohs. It was built in 280 BC. At the highest point of the lighthouse, they attached a mirror to reflect the sun during the day, and a fire was built at night to have the same light. It's said that you could see the light for 35 miles. It was damaged by an earthquake twice, once in 1303 and once in 1323. The remains were destroyed in 1480 to build a fort on its site. The Great Pyramid of Giza is in Cairo, Egypt. It was built around 2560 BC, and it took 14,000 to 36,000 men to build it. It's 480 foot high and 755 feet long, and all of its sides are oriented to north, south, east, and west. It's the largest of the 3 pyramids in the Giza pyramid triangle, but from the most popular photography site, it looks like it's the smallest because of the elevation of the sand it sits on. It is the only surviving structure of the 7 wonders of the world. The Colossus at Rhodes is in Rhodes, Greece. It is a 100-foot statue of Helios, the island's patron god. It was built in 292 BC, and after Rhodes successfully defended its island against an invasion in 304 BC. It stood on a pedestal either in the mouth of the harbor or on the breakwater. It was destroyed by an earthquake in 226 BC, only 54 years after it was constructed. The statue of Zeus at Olympia, in Olympia, Greece, was built in 435 BC in the Temple of Zeus. The statue of Zeus is 40 foot high and sits on a throne carved from cedar, on the throne of cedar with jewel inlay. The statue itself is carved from ivory with gold inlay. Now, some believe that the statue was destroyed with the temple in 456 BC, and others believe it was taken to Constantinople, where it was destroyed by a fire in 462 AD. The tomb of Mausolus at Halicarnassus in Bodrum, Turkey, was built in 351 BC to hold the remains of the Persian king Mausolus and his wife Artemisia. It was designed by Greek architects Sirius and Pythias. The tomb was 135 foot high. It had numerous statues and columns inlaid with intricate designs to decorate the ornate tomb. It was destroyed by multiple earthquakes in 1494 AD. Upon discovering the burial chamber within the mausoleum by the Knights of St. John in 1581, excuse me, Claude Guichard remarked, "Taking candles, they went down into the chamber and found marble columns carved in relief. The space between the columns was lined with moldings and sculptures, and histories and battle scenes were also represented in the relief. Having admired this at first, and entertained their fancy with the singularity of the works, finally they pulled it down, broke it apart, smashed it, in order to use it in the lime kilns." The amazing works of art and architecture that comprise the 7 ancient wonders of the world serve as a testament to the ingenuity, imagination, and hard work of which the human beings are capable. They are also reminders of the human capacity for disagreement, destruction, and possibly embellishment. As soon as the list was compiled, there was immediately a debate over which achievements should be included, especially because there's no proof that the Hanging Gardens existed. It was never mentioned by the Babylonians, and it was the Greek scholars who first discovered it. Eventually, human or forces of nature destroyed all but one of these wonders, but all continue to inspire and celebrate the remarkable products of creativity and skills of our ancient civilizations.